this. All right. So people ask a lot of questions about you.
Yeah,
And,
I know, huh?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go through a couple that I've gathered over the time, kind of like running the website and stuff that they've sent me. So the most common question is, how tall are you?
I'm 6'3".
Cool. What are your measurements?
Last time I checked, I was the 44 double D. I was it 32 or 35 by the waist, and I was a 80 in the hips.
Awesome. And how much do you weigh?
Last time I checked, I was 450. I used to be 590.
Nice. So it must have been a bit of a challenge losing all that weight.
No, I think losing weight is all dealing with mind control.
Explain what you mean by that.
Like if you want to do something in life, you gotta put your mind to it.
Gotcha.
If you want something that you want to change about yourself, instead of taking the easy way out, going to the doctor or whatever, work out. It's the best way. You're going to appreciate what you have done and work for more better than taking the easy way out.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, I mean, people, a lot of people who, have, who are, whether heavy, whatever, they use surgery to lose the weight, and then probably, get to a point where they start working out at some point. But it takes a lot more discipline
Yeah.
to be able to, start losing the weight all the way from the start.
It's a discipline, it's a challenge.
Yeah. So let's see what else. Oh yeah. How did you get into the business?
As in Superdome or just the business period?
Superdome.
Man, so much. When I first hit the internet, I had a MySpace page. People went crazy because how big I was and how tall I was and how I carried it, how I was shaped with it. So they was very impressed. So I had somebody by the name of Mercedes hit me up on MySpace, and she was like, I like you. You want to get my website? I was like, oh, I don't know your website do porn. I don't do porn. She was like, you ain't got to do porn, you can model. And I'm like, all right. She like, what's your name? And I told her, she was like, you can make this $1,000 or what? And I was like, oh yeah? Yes, I was messing with that. You know what I'm talking about?
So how would you describe your experience, like when you started? Is this something that you felt you would continue to like doing, or, was it just, I guess, for fun, or was it all
I
about
never
the money?
saw no big girl that ever presented itself how I did on the internet, as far as like without doing the porn, just being who it is and just being a sexual tease, other than giving them the fantasy what they want. The whole thing is providing the fantasy, not giving them the real reality of the fantasy.
Gotcha. So technically, it's almost like kind of like you are I guess you are more of like a BBW vixen rather than, I guess, a BBW porn star, or is like,
I guess you can say that, or a teaser, however they want to call it. Like it wasn't nothing major to really do. Like I did it because that was something I chose to do, and I never was ashamed of my body. I didn't care what people think about me or what they was feeling. No matter this, I had boo-boo satellite or however, that was me. People criticize big people for what? Because of what they big, their size, and they ill. Because I know people that's skinny, that's out of shape. So if I was gonna represent the big girls, I was gonna do it in a sexual way. Just like they got the big booty girls that shake their ass and model, and niggas think that's cool and it's fine. Why a big girl can't do it? Because of her size?
that's true. That's true. And then I mean, also too, another challenge that has existed for a while before, I guess, the BBW thing became a little bit more mainstream was the concept of BBW entertainment always seemed to be so niched and so stuck in the world of like fetish, and now it's starting to.
Because now, it's basically, to me, it's still the same. It's still the same to me. They still got men who like big girls but want to mess with them on the low. or they just see them as a sexual fantasy. But most men like trophy females. They like something they can show off to their partners or to the world. They don't want nothing that's out of shape or big. Only how a man gonna show a big girl off is he very comfortable in his skin, very secure with himself.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, personally, I've known dudes that will say, "Yo, I'll fuck with a big girl, but I don't want to be seen with one." You know what I mean? Or I'll pop up at a place at 2 in the morning, but I'll never like wife a bitch. You know, all that stupid shit. But I mean, yeah, it takes
What's
a
the
guy.
difference? It's still a woman. Because the size is still a woman at the end of the day. It's still a person. I know men that's out of shape that got bellies, can't run, out of shape, but they put so much pressure on a woman to look a certain way. If you're going to put pressure on a woman to look a certain way, as a man, keep your body up yourself.
I agree, but you know that you know we have the whole kind of, I guess, like patriarchal societal construct.
Yeah,
that we
society
live in,
that downgrade big people, man or woman.
Yeah.
You're
and-
ill, you're nasty, you're yucky, if you're too big, you're overweight, you're obese, all that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing is, okay. So then another question I have, and this is like a question for me, is in terms of like physical makeup or physical shape. Like, what is your preference?
Oh, I like them big boys.
big
I like
boys.
them thick men, them big boys. I really can't do nothing with a skinny dude. Like skinny dudes, I love. I don't care if they holler at me. I might, you hear me, holler back. But as far as my preference, I would like something big. And I don't understand why when I post, I like big men and skinny men feel offended by it. But how could you like a big woman and that's your preference? But when a woman says she like a big man, it's some type of, you know, I don't know, some type of beef. Oh, a big man can't do nothing for you. It can't get in between that. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm a dick rider. I don't care about that.
Yeah, I mean, showing love out to the big boys, because you know, I remember.
Shout out to y'all big boys. Y'all teddy bears. Mwah.
'Cause I remember one time, this was on Facebook, where there was this video where this kind of like a very fit guy was talking about how much he loved big girls and all this type of stuff. And a lot of the big girls kind of was coming out saying, "Oh, yeah, this is all I deal with." And with pride, like, "Yeah, all I deal with is just fit, you know."
I
fit,
think big
pretty-"
girls like skinny dudes because why? If they big, I feel that a skinny dude can do nothing but get in between their legs more. If they got big legs, a
That's true.
skinny dude to me is all dick, nothing else, nothing but dick, bitch. You hear me? I need some weight behind it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is what it's like one thing.
I'm a big girl. It's like a toothpick. Let me land on a toothpick.
Yeah, it's like this. It's like one thing. It's like there's a difference between, like, you know, women who use the dildos and the sex toys. Is one thing where you do it yourself, where there's no real weight behind it, you're just getting the penetration.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you know, with a bigger guy, you're also getting a bit of more sense of a power and strength behind it.
Right.
Not dissing the skinny dudes. I mean, you know, the skinny dudes, of course, and big dudes all have their place, but I do feel like the big dudes don't really get as much like shout out and play.
I
as
love
they really
people.
should.
I love them big and I love them thick.
Cool. So another question I get, and this is a question that I often feel like I have to answer myself because they get really the people ask this particular question, they get very, very kind of like flustered and frustrated and very persistent, and it's some even a little crazy. So why don't you do porn?
Why don't I? I gotta have kids one day. My kids, I can tell my kids, hey, look, your mama showed her body. You hear me? She was on the internet, she did this, but I would not. I think whatever you do in the bedroom should be private. I don't think that should be out for the world, but some people, that turns them on. That's their thing. But for me personally, I gotta have kids one day, so I respect my kids even though they're not here yet. So, and I respect myself enough not to do it.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of people don't necessarily get that. I mean, obviously, you know, people know me as like Orion or whatever, so I've, you know, shot a lot of like adult material and stuff like that. But when you get into this business, you have to have a sense of a realistic sense of, you know, how can this potentially affect you from a societal standpoint, or even like, you know, future options for jobs or whatnot. And some don't think about it, some
because
do.
the internet look at jobs. I remember I went and applied for a job one time, and somebody told a man, he was like, "Oh man, she got the internet." And they showed the man my page and everything, but he had no interest in me once he saw that, but he judged me off of what my social media was, not me as a person, what I could bring to the job myself.
Exactly. And so that, that's something to take into consideration. That's why, like, obviously, like, you know, uh, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with doing porn. One thing, I guess the message I want to put out there from what I'm trying to say is that don't shoot someone down for not doing porn if they're dabbling in the adult entertainment.
Oh yeah,
world.
I had a lot of men that did that to me. Some people, if you allow them to mentally abuse you, they will break up your past and break up who you was because of what I did. Or she's not a queen because she did this and she showed up body. Real women don't do that. So I'm supposed to be downgraded for a woman lost respect because I choose to show my body or I choose to do this for the job title. But they got people who do stuff under the sun and don't do stuff what I do. And that's fucking more niggas than anything. But because I choose to just show my body, I'm labeled as a whore or a slut or not a queen. But I know a lot of females that's fucking random niggas. Random, a lot of men.
And
they ain't showing their body, but these is regular females. And these the ones they're praising, but yet she catching pussy catching more bodies than a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I do it, nobody never believe what I'm celibate. Nobody never believe I only fuck one man. Because I get judged off of what I put out there.
And that's what happens. I mean, and there's a lot of women out there like they're doing all,
I know a few. I know a few. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and I mean
they cheating. You know what I mean? They been saying, you know what I mean?
They and more dicks through them.
I ain't type of person that's gonna expose them or nothing, but I know some. You know what I mean? Even out the hood, that's all they fucking for sports. But I believe in one man. I believe in, if I don't have a boyfriend, I save myself till my next king arrive. But don't get me wrong, I didn't have a few niggas I didn't smash back in the days when I was younger. But as a woman, you put some respect on the pussy. But like I said, you get labeled for a certain thing because of what you put out there. That's the mentality of people, the judgment.
Of course.
They don't know you, but they pass judgment.
Of course, and especially like I feel like it's harder when you're a woman because as a woman you're gonna be judged way.
I see strippers that's men that make videos half naked on and they praise them.
They praise them, and
but with a woman it's a double standard. Oh, she's a hoe. She did. But you telling your homeboy, man, you fucking all these girls, man, you the man, you the king. But if a woman fuck more than one man, she's a whole slut. That's a double standard. So how it's cool for him to just fuck a woman, do all this stuff on social media, but if a woman do it, she labeled as, oh, she just an Instagram model, she's a whole. That is fucking crazy.
I think, well, I always feel like it comes from the concept of respect is due where effort is put. So when it comes to a woman, the effort on her behalf is not getting dick. The effort on her behalf is not getting the dick, not getting dicked by everybody who offers her something nice or says the right shit.
Every woman don't move off of money though.
Yeah, whatever it may be. Some women don't move off of money. Some move off of like the promise of love in a relationship.
Right, because women move off emotions.
Yeah, and then I mean, I've known some women that literally probably fucked a different dude every week, thinking that dude was gonna love her.
They got homeless men out there with women on the side of them.
Yeah.
So it got to be something he feeding her mentally for her to want to be homeless with him and still stay with him. But men don't think about that because why they think every woman wants money? She's a gold digger. She's a hoe. She gonna fuck for the cash. So when they get the women that don't fuck for the money or that's not about the money, they play on them. Yeah. Why? Because a lot of men like control. They like to control women with money.
Of course.
She want the money, I want the pussy. You know, exchange for exchange. You know what I'm talking about?
It's either money or it's either words. Or either promises.
Right.
They learn a psychology like, oh, okay, this chick is constantly on the internet begging for a boyfriend or a husband. Or
they look at the comments, they look at the captions. You can tell if a person seeking love or whatever because of the captions. And because of the things they say, or how they always talking about a boyfriend. Come on, man, you gotta let yourself before you can love anybody.
Exactly.
I never was in the game to find love because I always had men talking about they don't want me to do this no more and all this. If I'm gonna get out the game, I'm gonna get out of it because I want to, not because a man told me to get out of it.
Yeah, but I mean, and maybe one day I'll speak more on this. I've came across women that got into the game in a way, kind of like hoping they're gonna find a dude or find love through it. It's because they see the
It's a fantasy. If you do find it, who in love with you? He in love with you or the person you present on the internet?
Oh, the pussy of the yeah, pretty much.
I had so many men that said they like the meat, but they like the Superdome boy. It was never about me.
Yeah.
It was Superdome. They couldn't tell you what the hell my favorite color was.
Yeah, yeah.
Because why they never got a chance to learn. They just went on fucking Superdome.
I remember I worked with one model. This is years ago. She was on one of my websites or whatever, and she really was eager to, I guess, when she saw your website, she was very eager to do something similar. And I mean, let's be realistic. She didn't necessarily have the right look, the right personality to kind of pull it off, to be able to do what it is that you do. But I could see like her main reasoning was like by nature she was a person who was very, very desperate for love. And she saw how much admiration you're getting, and that's what she was looking for. But I had to correct her.
But you can't come in my lane though, because I'm in my own lane. So if you're gonna come out to be something or even want to do something similar to me, you have to still remain in your lane and create your own lane.
Exactly. She had to create her own brand. But I had to also explain to her. I was like, don't mistake attention and admiration for love. They're not the same thing.
I tell these girls.
They're not the same thing.
I tell these girls that all the time.
But at the same time, it also makes you wonder, are some of these women out there really looking for admiration and attention and using the word love because they don't know how to describe that one? Or are they really looking for love?
No feelings. If I mess with somebody, if I don't see myself from what he brings to my table, if you're not bringing nothing from the conversation, whatever, sometimes you just got that, you just want to hit him too. But if I hit him, it's no feelings. I'm not about to scoop down to somebody that I know ain't nothing that I'm looking for. So if I just hit him, I hit him with no feelings. I get that nut and that's it. You heard me? Mm-hmm. You gotta go. It's top in the road. It was no feelings. But some women, they have sex with these men and they want the love and the commitment. If in that case, you should make him work for that before you give him the pussy.
Exactly. It's
you know what you're getting yourself into before you put yourself in that position.
I totally agree, and it's really strange. It's that's a really interesting topic because I've discussed that topic before, and sometimes it's a weird case by case basis. Because
I really don't discuss them topics with women because too many women looking for love and looking for men, and when they mindset up of what they want and they don't want